Hi, I'm Dan. I'm in a lot of pain. Welcome to Dandy's Comedy Hour podcast.
Dan, thank you so much. I like when they're short and sweet and honest. Honesty is important.
I can't even pick up this can.
Oh, God. Let's dig right into it. First off, let's talk about our sketch first.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about the personal stuff. But let's talk about our sketch first.
Yeah.
This is from Shoestrings, the demo. The demo of Shoestrings, the demo, because we called our first album the demo for some reason. And it is about specifically heaven and Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And hold on. I'm getting a call. It just says Son of God. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting a call from the Son of God. Oh, Jesus. Right. And when it says Son of God, I'm assuming that means the Son of God that,
I would presume
that's presented in the sketch that we were just listening to.
Yeah, I would think so.
He's coming. I guess they got a slow Zoom connection up in heaven.
Well, they're using satellite.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Are you? It says Son of God on your Zoom. Are you the Jesus Christ that we are to assume you are?
Yes. Hi.
Hi. Wow. You probably know this. I'm Jason. This is Dan.
No, I know.
Okay. Of course you.
Silly.
And it's
silly
not.
us.
It's just because you're Jesus, not because we're famous, right?
It's part of the whole God package.
Right.
I don't want to go into too much of the details. I didn't even throw you. Did I look too Semitic?
You wouldn't want to get into the details because that's where the devil is.
Oh.
Yeah.
The devil's in the details.
Yeah. Again, I'm not really into idioms. That's really more of what you all do now.
Sure.
They're great. And have fun with all of it. It's that's why you're all here, to have fun.
I to be fair, no, I was not thrown by you, not too Semitic to answer your question. I was thrown by the shorter hair. I was just expecting longer flowing hair. Has that never been part of the thing, or?
Oh, you should have seen me when 4 months into the pandemic.
Sure.
Wait, you had to deal with the pandemic?
Yeah, that's a good.
Everybody does.
Wow.
I thought, what kind of idiot? Seriously, wouldn't take this seriously and doesn't realize that it's everywhere and affects everybody. You have to be the worst kind of person to think that.
That's true.
That's perfectly fair.
It's got a good point.
Valid.
And you're not big on judging. At least not from the books that I'm more familiar with. Or are you? Let's talk about this.
Let's talk it through.
Old Test, New Test. What are we like? Where's the truth lie? Is what I want to know. I'm
sorry.
not okay. When I now obviously you're going to believe in some of the New Testament because hey, if we want from the New Testament, we will. But I'm just saying, where's there's got to be a dividing line. There's got to be a little bit of the mix. I'm not very biblical or religious, if you understand my meaning.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Honestly, I'm not either.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
But I honestly thought I was here to talk about my new book.
Please. Let's. We don't normally get the promos out of the way off the top, but let's do it. It's rare that we ever have Jesus here.
Because I'm coming. I was just leafing through some stuff. This is my endless library that I have behind me. Okay. I think these are the M's.
Oh wow.
Oh,
wow.
Okay.
Well, part of it. Part of the
M's. Sure.
Like
the MAs.
Yeah, but that's why I'm doing this whole press tour.
Wow. Because
we can talk about the old one too. It's part of it.
Here's the thing.
We all like playing the classics.
Well,
right?
But here's the deal. Here's what happens, right? John F. Kennedy gets assassinated. Who gets to write all the books about his life? All of his quote-unquote friends, right? How often do you get to hear from the horse's mouth? So I would love to know, first of all, this is an honor because rarely does anybody come in this quick, hear our calls this quick. Normally it's like, I wonder if there's a Dan in another universe who does blank. I won't say that because then one will come in. That's what always happens. Yeah. Again, you know this. Rare do we just say, the Son of God, and then you pop up. So it's an honor to have you here, but please tell me about the new book. I'd like to know.
Yeah, we'd like to know.
I'll tell you, some people won't shut up about the other two. So tell me.
Very true.
Tell me about the new book.
Okay, so it's it's essentially like my elevator pitch would be more like it's like The Firm meets 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
So is this a work of fiction then?
Oh yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Okay.
Yeah, it moves really fast. It's got this character that I've been working on for a while now. He's kind of he's like the Indiana Jones of the law world.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great.
So wait, I guess can we dig into
Netflix.
that a little bit? How is he like Indiana Jones?
Oh, I'm just saying, like in like attitude and demeanor. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, is he like finding like
This belongs in a
ancient-
courtroom.
yeah,
This belongs in a courtroom.
scrolls like
Maybe that will be the next book, right? He finds
I'd be
a
honored.
law. You know
I'd be
what?
honored.
I'm gonna write that down. Give me 2
Please.
seconds.
Yeah. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna.
Shit, my pen is out of ink.
Oh.
oh
wait.
man,
Oh,
I mean-
and now it's not.
There we go. I was hoping.
there you go.
It's a miracle. I just did little swirlies, and it came right back to life. Yeah, no, this is I'm really excited. Just took the picture for the jacket,
Oh, nice.
which was very fun. Makes you feel like a celeb, you know.
Yeah. of
Right,
course.
yeah.
They have
I mean,
all
do you-
these. They got
I mean,
lights.
you are a celeb though, right?
Well,
Like,
that's nice, but it's all ebb and flow. Some days you're hot, you're at the top, then you're at the bottom. And again, probably
That's
wondering what's up, right? I had
Yeah.
some reconstructive surgery, and honestly,
Okay.
you can't even see the scar anymore.
that's pretty good.
No.
That's pretty good.
Not a bit.
Dr. Abramovitz is a wizard. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Okay. No, I won't. I'm so excited. First of all,
you know what? I will. I'm going to say that now. Jesus says Abramovitz is a wizard.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I hope that's on his billboard.
That
Oh
should
yeah,
be
are
on
you,
his
are
billboard.
you kidding me? Like I put that right on Instagram. Like I tagged him. I used the yeah. I mean yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. He's
Yeah.
worth it though. It's worth it.
How many
It's
followers
worth
do you
it.
have on Instagram?
Oh yeah. How's your Insta game?
I mean, it's good. Like because there's like one you can't. I was late to the game. Let's be honest.
That's
Sure.
fair.
You could not. Jesus Christ, JC, J Christ,
Sure.
Right.
Jesus C, SOG. They were all taken. They're all
Okay.
taken. So I like you. It's like luck of the draw. You gotta get what you get. So I'm the real Tom Arnold. It's all one word, no underscores. Honestly, it was the only thing I could think of that didn't have numbers on it.
Right. Yeah, because that's gonna throw off your SEO at the very least. Like you
That's-
gotta have at least all
yeah.
words. It really helps. Can I real quick though? Can I have your Insta face? Like what's the sexiest? Like give me a smoke show.
Oh, are you kidding me? I mean, the thirst trap's the abs. I mean, you've seen it.
Okay, sure.
That's true. That's very
Come
true.
on. Yeah, like I had to tell you that. You see, you probably got me. You got me on the little T, right? You got me on the lowercase T somewhere in there. You got it. You know what I look like. I don't have to pull it up.
Is it okay that I own it ironically though? Is that weird?
Hey, man, at this point, I mean, like, ask Paul Rubens,
Yeah.
right? He
sure.
would know,
Right.
That's true.
right?
Yeah. That's very true. What's
That's,
the?
that's
we
what I
didn't-
always say.
What's the
Yep.
name of the book? We didn't
What
even
would
ask.
Paul Rubens do, huh?
Yeah. WWPRD.
Yeah, WWPRD. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it out.
What's the name of your book? I want to make sure people can find it
Yeah.
before we burn through.
Oh, it's called Sex Trial.
Do you want to? Would it
It
be
just
giving?
like kind of slaps you right in the face. You
It
know?
does.
Like, I had one
yeah.
that was more nuanced, and honestly, my publisher was just like, like it's right there on the first page, Sex Trial. Like why even muck around? You know?
No,
I was
it's
really-
true. Some people try to kind of manipulate the game. Try to do just to say what it is. It'll go off the shelves.
Oh, and when you see the cover, you'll be like, well, of course.
Yeah. So it's a legal mystery, but there's a lot of fucking.
Well, I wouldn't. I'm a little more nuanced than to use the F.
Oh, okay.
You know? I'm a writer.
Sure.
But yeah.
Okay. Good. I wanted to make sure I understood
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
were
yeah.
talking about here.
Oh, yeah.
Dan, do you have specific? I know, Dan, you're a big fan of your John Grisham's and your lady who wrote 50 Shades. Why don't I'd love to know. Dan is you may or may not know has written a lot of fan fiction about 50 Shades of Grey, which weirdly got turned
Yeah.
into a bunch of vampire books that we are really hoping also get turned into
Yeah.
some movies.
See,
Yeah,
that sounds.
I'm hoping.
That's what my publisher's looking for. It's just like I couldn't. Like vampires. It's not what I do.
Sure.
Like,
let somebody else do it for you.
Right. I did the zombie thing once. And then and then it was like. Like Lazarus, and I'm like, don't. He's gonna eat. It's no one listens. Like back then, you couldn't get the word out, so it was a disaster.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds rough.
Oh God, you have no idea.
I don't. I really
Plus,
don't.
you had to shit in a bush. Oop. I used the S. I shouldn't.
That's okay. Do you have to do any I don't know what you'd have to do. I'm assuming you're not Catholic.
No, I'm Jewish. I'm a nice Jewish boy. Everyone knows that.
Sure. Question: did you build those bookshelves yourself? I mean, they're
endless.
endless.
I did.
Amazing.
Although the scripture was right in that one, I am a poor carpenter, and that means I'm not a good carpenter. I don't mean I didn't have a lot of money. I'm just not that good at it. And so
right, that's fair.
You can see a lot of the seams are way too big. Mm-hmm. These are not as big volumes as I would have liked. I was not really thinking about it. I did a much better job on these. The stairs.
Well, once you've done it once, you get better and better as you go. And an infinite library means by the end, you kind of got at least the bookshelf thing down.
By Z, you should see it, man. I got inlay. It's stained. It just looks great. I went nuts. The ends, I was going nuts. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Dan, I think you mean if the end. But
oh no, there's an end.
Oh, there is. Why is it an
course.
infinite library? Is it like an infinity pool? It just loops around.
No, it goes on forever, and then it stops.
Right. You both seem to really be grasping this concept that I just, for some reason, I don't know why I can't wrap my head around. You know what? That's fine.
Well, you and I can't see infinity. But
Sure.
Jesus can, because Jesus is also infinite.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, hold on. Wait a minute. It's Carol, move. It's there. It's right there. There it is. Infinity, right there.
Okay. I mean,
she moved her head back. I'd flip the thing, but it's attached.
I'll take your word for it. I'm happy to do that. You're a guest of the show. It would be very rude of me to not take your word for it. Boy, right. This is weird. You think
can
you
give us the back of the book description of what is the story about? That's what I'm looking for.
I don't want to give it away. That's the whole thing. Can't give it away. I will tell you this.
Yes.
I'll tell you this much. All right. How about this?
Okay.
All right?
That's it. Dan and Jay exclusive.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is. I don't even want you to repeat this away from the show.
Okay.
Right? Because then it's just going to be a nightmare, and then no one's going to know what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Only one of the lizard people makes it out alive.
I didn't know there would be any, and I am, it's problematic. But I mean, if anybody's allowed to write that stereotype, I guess it's you. I'm assuming you laid to rest some of the rumors about what a lizard person is actually supposed to be. Do you work on that? Okay, I don't
want to give it away. It's just sexy secret.
I can't wait. Who are your blurbs from? Speaking of back of the book.
Oh, I mean, it's ridiculous. First off, I've got what's the guy who writes all those law books?
Crichton or the other one? The other one that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, him.
Yeah,
I got him.
Grisham. Yeah, John Grisham.
I got Grisham.
Okay.
Who's the one who wrote the 50 Shades?
E.B. White, what's her name?
No, it's definitely not E.B. White, because he was like, I remember, he was like, can I get on? I'm like, well, thanks. What's the point,
Let's see. Stephanie Meyer did the vampire one.
Right.
Yeah. I got her, though. Oprah.
Okay, good. You got Oprah. I hope this is in her book club, if she's still doing that.
The Marquis de Sade.
He's actually really good to have,
and J.K. Rowling.
Have you? I mean, are you on Twitter? Are you anywhere outside of Instagram?
You could just ask, man. Is she a TERF? Yes.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask. Yeah, it seems.
I'm not pleased. I got to sell the books.
Sure. No, I got it.
If this thing, I mean, I got to get it at Costco.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you're done.
That's
true.
It's very true.
Very true.
As long as it's, yeah. No, that's good. Okay, so those are some very good blurbs. I'm excited. I'm excited to read it. Can I have a signed copy?
Oh, absolutely. You know what I've been doing to sign it? I just got a nail and I go boom right through the middle. That's it. That's it. It's right there. If you're lucky, I'll leave the nail in.
Well, dang.
Can't wait. I cannot wait.
That would look really good on my bookshelf, my autographed bookshelf.
Yeah, and that's the best thing is you can take the nail out and put it in regular, or you can just stick it to the wall.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. That's
Put your coat on it.
I would love to know, just because we've got you here, is there a favorite biopic of you that like, is there one where you're like, they nailed it? Oh, I'm sorry, that was an accident. That was an accident. But
that's very funny.
It would have been funny if that.
Accident?
Yes,
that's
it was.
Clever.
Had it
that's
been,
clever.
It would have been.
Because they put it in my hands.
Right.
And my
Stigmata,
foot.
et cetera. What's your favorite though? There's got to be one.
Of me?
Yeah. There's so many good ones. I assume.
I mean, you gotta go. I mean, I love Last Temptation because honestly, The Lighthouse is just a delight. And who doesn't love, like, it was so much. I mean, it's crazy. I'm like, what's going on? And for him to be like, what? Oh, Jesus is in a lighthouse. Like people freaked out. That one was good. Oh, another good one. I'm trying to think. Oh, Nosferatu.
I hadn't pegged that one as a Jesus story, but I guess
they changed one thing,
which is
I don't want to give it away. It's a sexy secret.
Okay, all right. You know what? Jesus' sexy secrets are very important to be kept.
I've been playing this game too long, boys.
No,
you
fair.
got to
That's
do
fair.
it right.
I guess I wanted, secretly I wanted to get your opinion. There is a person who did live, Dan and I, lived in Lawrence, New York we grew up there, a very small town.
Yes, I know.
One other filmmaker lived there for a year, went to our school, and his name is Mel Gibson went to.
Yeah.
So I guess, long story short, I just want to know, what are your thoughts on The Passion of the Christ?
It'd be like, like when somebody takes, like one of those hidden videos of you like hitting your nuts on a bar, like doing like that's that whole movie for me. It's like, oh, look how it's digging in. Oh, I used to sound like that. Oh, yeah, give me a bath. It's like the regular stuff. It's embarrassing to look back at it. It's painful.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to see you break your own leg. It's like it's like 10 times worse.
And was that the waspiest Jew they could have picked? Like the waspiest man to play a Jewish Jesus?
Edward G. Robinson played a lot of Italians. It's ebb and flow. You never know. So I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, you're very easygoing.
Not who I would have picked.
Sure,
but a good job.
Well, that begs the question:
What is your
Jesus
dream casting?
Yeah, let's dreamcast this.
Jay and I dreamcasted our movie.
Yes, we did last week. Yeah, so.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Dan decided I would be John Oliver.
That's a little spot on.
Mm-hmm. Shave his head and look at me, I'm here in upstate New York. He wants him to keep the accent though.
Okay, with the accent, huh?
I don't know why.
That's a toughie.
It is, but.
Wow, I don't know. I would have to. He's very popular right now, so I don't know if it's if this is because I love him, Oscar Isaac. It's like, is there anything he can't do?
That's true. That is true. People have also suggested he should possibly play like a Shel Silverstein, which would be another, again, very Jewish character for him to play. Be an interesting. I'd like to see him as a Jesus. That's not a terrible idea.
I think it would be good. You know. That or Julia Louis-Dreyfus, because again, she's a delight.
I mean, if you don't like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, we're not on the same page. And
that's fair. That's a very fair point.
I like her as Jesus. I like that. That's very good. How about, is it blasphemous to ask you who should play God?
I mean, I think it's obvious, right? Eddie Murphy.
I love that so much. Yeah.
Is that because of personality, voice, looks, or all of the above?
Oh, have you seen him?
I'll be honest. I've not had a face-to-face.
It's frightening. It is so similar on so many levels. I mean, like, it would scare you to death. You'd be like, oh, your eyes finally adjust, and you're
right.
Eddie, like, you can't help. You got to do the bit.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. That is remarkable. I'm excited. I am excited to see. I hope this happens. Obviously, you've got to establish yourself. I understand that. So this book has to do well. So people really need to go out and get the book, the name of which I totally remember, but I'd like you to say it. It is.
Are you kidding me?
I know what it is.
All together. Come on, we gotta do it.
1, 2, 3.
Sex trial. Come on.
Sex trial. That's the
Sex
one.
trial. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't sex crime. Good. Sex trial.
No, sex crime? No, sex crime. I was going to use that, but it was already copyrighted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. We copyrighted the concept of sex crimes.
Yeah, sex crime.
Probably SVU.
Now, I don't want to assume you have, but we were just as you came in, don't care that you interrupted, that's fine. We were about to discuss the very sketch in which I play you, not the most sensitive casting, I understand, but have you heard the sketch?
Oh, yeah, it's very funny. Do you know what it reminds me of?
What's
the
that?
Fire Sign Theater.
Uh-huh, okay.
Yeah. Because I got two of those guys up here, and they just, shut up.
Doesn't seem to be their strong suit, no.
No. Yeah, it is. So it reminds you of maybe the worst Fire Sign sketch that was ever put together and then definitely never released?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's very flattering.
Oh, okay, good.
It's very funny, right?
Sure.
Going up to the pearly gates and when they're not so pearly, right there at the time.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
That's pretty good.
That's heavenly music for those of you listening at home. Oh my, it's heaven. Just like I dreamed. The gates, Oh no, they've got it all wrong. That's not pearly at all, is it? My lord, what have they done?
They tried marbleizing it, but they gave up halfway.
Good God!
No, not quite. I'm his son.
You're... Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And don't let him convince you can't get in just for saying my name. I did it all the time. Look at me. I still do. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. See? Oh, it's about time.
Time?
Yeah. Time for you to... yeah. Time for you to... I can't get that all out clearly. Yeah. Time for you to enter the... Oh, hold on. Time for you to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Yes, my lord. It's even more beautiful. What's that hanging on the wall over there?
Van Gogh.
Wow. And that must be one of his paintings right next to him.
Dan does a little southern accent. Dan's accent work is... Dan, I almost picked another one.
Top-notch.
Can I tell you what I almost picked before? There's one entitled Baptism by Water where the only joke is we're basically... I am a preacher and I'm holding a guy underwater and then you pause me to ask for more instructions and I basically drown a man to death.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, so it's a fun sketch. It's a fun bit. The sound effects aren't even in it, even though we recorded the sound effects for it. And in it, you are supposed to be southern, but
Southern.
At very yes sir, how can I help? And you go from English to sort of southern to English again, and it is at some point we're gonna have to discuss it because in this. Are you Southern the whole way through? I don't know if you noticed, Jesus. I can't remember if Dan's Southern the entire way.
I was Southern all the way through.
Oh, yes. It's quite constant.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
That is unusual. good on you.
Because I didn't have that much dialogue in this one.
It was weird. Like, Truman Capote was walking by when I was listening. He was like, huh? You know, like... He recognized it.
That's good. That's good.
That's good to know.
I literally am I'm scripted to fuck up a line in this sketch. But I fuck that line reading up twice before I fuck it up the way it's written.
Yeah.
These are very rough for those who don't know.
So you effed up the F up.
I did.
He did.
I did.
So it makes it hard to tell where's the F up and where's just the F up.
See, that's good acting, right? You didn't have to act.
Sure.
You actually did it.
That's exactly right. There's. I'm just looking at my notes and I can barely comprehend what I listened to it 10 minutes ago and I can't remember anything about it. I do literally say badump ching. Do you think, Dan, we were going to put it in later?
I think so.
Terrible.
It sounded like the way because it said it under your breath, so I think it was supposed to be
like
thing.
Okay.
And then I did like the opening. I did like bring, bring, but I think it's supposed to be the harp, but just as like a phone.
It did
call.
Sound like a phone because we were just doing it with our mouth as a temp track.
That's what I thought, and I love the soft sound effects of meow. You know, like it was cute. It was really nice.
So now makes me think, Dan, should we think about doing an a cappella comedy album where we have somebody who is hired to just do mouth sound effects for the whole thing? I don't hate that idea.
I mean, Titanic had a lot of that.
That's true.
If it worked for Police Academy.
He's still working, quote unquote working. So I mean, we can maybe get him in, get us a nice Michael Winslow. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not get Michael Winslow?
He
What's
does a
doing?
helicopter.
He does
He
do a
d-
helicopter.
he
Machine
does
gun
do
too,
it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Machine gun.
And the robot.
Can sound like he's on a walkie-talkie when he's not really on a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
All
It's
kinds
pretty
of
cool.
percussive
All the classics,
noises.
all the hits.
Van Gogh is hanging on the wall, and then there's a painting next to him. Ha ha. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's a joke that
I think
wrote.
but here's the thing, though, is that
Yeah.
it's a joke, but
Yeah.
you're kind of establishing an interesting canon.
Which is?
Because you explain that people and their works are appreciated after their death.
Sure.
So you actually are creating kind of a religious canon there,
Uh-huh.
where, as opposed to what it says in some of the later religious texts that you just lose your free will and just pray to God all day, you're actually turned into a piece of art when you die.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That's not a bad way to look at it. That's fair. How accurate would that be, Jesus? I'd like to know what it's really like. A little bit.
The reality is...
It's a sexy secret.
Oh, no. That one we all know. It's like The Good Place.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's points. That's why there's so many fucking entertainers up here and comedians.
Right,
It's because
right.
again, I used the F again. It's because making people laugh is it's like a huge amount of. It's so much good is in that. It's ridiculous. That's why so many comedians are terrible people. It's because they got to balance it out, and they're awful. Although I like Albert Brooks's. That one's very funny.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to be admitting a comedic sin here. I've never seen an Albert Brooks movie.
Oh, that's a shame. He's so funny.
I've heard his records, love his records, but I've not seen an Albert Brooks movie. And
So
Defending
is
Your
this
Life.
just a comedic sin, or is this just a sin?
Both?
oh,
It's both.
Oh.
Yeah, again, this is a big hit.
yeah.
I haven't
Now
even
I
heard
know, so
I haven't
not
even heard a
good.
record.
Wait, so are you keeping, or do you just take notes when you need to?
Oh, we have a whole pneumatic tube system. You
Okay.
can't see it right now, but
Sure.
I just drop notes in anything. It's it's state of the art up here.
It sounds
Yeah.
very state of the art.
So
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned because
Efficient.
you mentioned earlier that obviously we're all doing our part for COVID. Is COVID up in heaven, or are you in heaven? What's the situation? Or can you go back and forth safely? What's your deal?
Okay, so again, I'm Jewish, so we don't believe in heaven or hell.
Right.
That's one
That's
of them.
true.
So for a lot of people who don't know this, I'm in Vermont.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you
So
say
you
up
ha-
here,
and-
you mean
and
by
so you're
comparison
in-
to where I am. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
your infinite
I'm at a higher
library is
elevation.
in Vermont.
What was that?
So your infinite library is in Vermont.
Part of it.
Oh, well, sure. The
Right.
the ending
Yeah.
is a sexy
Right.
secret, I would imagine.
Well,
No, he pointed it out.
I know, but he could
It was
walk
behind
there right
Carol's
now.
head.
He
yeah,
could
but
walk
it's there.
But how do I know that the ending isn't in Nigeria in some? I don't know.
What,
what kind of
Nigeria's not
vision-
sexy?
Oh no, it could be perfect.
What kind of vision do you have, Jesus? Do you have the ability, to see all the way to Nigeria, or?
Oh, yeah, but without these,
That's
nothing. It's like that's getting older, people. It's
Yeah, right.
it's the worst.
Aging is terrible.
Tell me
Wow,
about it.
wow.
Don't I know it?
Is there anything else in this? Oh, I guess the
I just like that we they marbleize the pearly gates.
Oh yes, right. But then
Halfway.
They stopped halfway up, which is not a Washington Monument joke, but basically is sort of. And then there's Heaven's phone booth, and you can call whoever you want, and then we end up on hold for God, for the big man.
Yeah.
Which is, I
He
guess,
does
the
that,
joke I was writing towards. Usually I have one idea, and I write an entire waste of a sketch toward that idea, and I think that's what I did this time.
I think that's how.
Well, it's
everybody-
better than Saturday Night Live that has an idea they do at the start, and then they just write the rest of the sketch to
Stretch it out?
kill it.
Sure.
Do you know what I'd like to see on Saturday Night Live? And
Please.
this is the Schadenfreude. I'd like to see them actually do a show with no cue cards and see what happens.
Uh-huh.
I want to know how many of the actors are off book.
Uh-huh.
No safety
Maybe,
net.
maybe two, half the time, I think.
But what a delight to watch.
I think so.
That would be distressing. Distressing.
Welcome to Nightmare Paraphrase Parade.
What if somehow magically one of the two was actually Pete Davidson?
Turns out
There's no
he's
way
really
in
good
hell.
at that.
But I'm just saying magically.
Maybe it turns out that Daryl Hannah is he memorizes. He just always
memorizes
looks
every
like
sketch.
Yeah.
And he
He
comes
always
in like
looks
a
like he's
superhero.
looking off to the side.
I think Pete Davidson, the way he do it is like Memento style. All of his lines just tattooed on different parts.
There you go. By the way, Dan, did we both just say Daryl Hannah when we met Daryl Hammond? I think
Yes,
we did.
that one.
We certainly did. Yeah. So do you think Daryl Hammond comes out, because he's now the announcer instead of Don Pardo, so you think he comes in superhero style, Dan, and just like he has everybody else's lines memorized and he takes over for...
Well, because haven't you ever
McKinnon?
seen, like, he actually is always looking off to the side as
Oh,
if he's
okay.
reading a cue card, but he has them memorized.
Sure.
It's just he has really bad presentation.
I see. It's been a while since I've seen him on camera. That's, I guess, is all. That's why I'm just...
He's always just a little bit to the left.
Okay. Just a little bit to the left. Favorite SNL cast, Jesus?
Probably the Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Nora Dunn, John Lovitz.
Fair.
That one.
Yeah.
Because the original one is too obvious.
Of
and
course.
All the others are garbagey.
Yeah, especially like once you get to the Eddie Murphy years, they're the Eddie Murphy years pretty much. Unless you're a
It's
big
just like, they got,
Piscopo head.
again, and so hard for me to watch.
That's fair.
It's
That's
bad,
fair.
it's just like over and over again. It's
Like, I hear that at the dinner table. I don't need to see it on TV. I get
right,
that.
it's nuts. It's nuts. So yeah, that one's that I have my own problems with. But
Sure. That's fair.
yeah, but I think that one would be my answer.
Okay, Dan, I feel like we can get into the. I don't know, Jesus, if you want to stick around for the personal segments. If you want to stick around for the rest of the show, you're welcome to.
Well, that's very nice, and actually, I'd probably do it without your permission. But I'm going to get going.
Okay.
All right.
Just because I got a bris to go to.
Oh, well.
That's fair.
So, thank you so much.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget the name of the book.
Of course, it is Sex Trial.
Yes, not to be confused with Sex Court, which
No.
is an awesome series. But no, not me.
Is that?
Yeah, Sex Trial.
Okay.
Look for it.
Yes. Thank you so much. And
I'll be on the talk next week.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who hosts that show.
Me neither.
Yeah,
No one. They don't.
yeah. But watch. Okay.
All right.
Bless
Thanks
you
so
both.
much, L'chaim.
Thank you.
For life.
Wow. The Son of God himself showed up. We
Yeah.
won't get in trouble for that. I mean, it wasn't us. Neither of us.
wasn't us.
The thing is, it wasn't a
called in.
character. It wasn't a bit. It was Jesus called in.
Yeah,
I can't be held accountable for that.
that's fair.
Dan can. I cannot. Is that not fair?
Jay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's fair because I'm a very different person than I was 20 minutes ago,
Oh.
and I feel like what I've said in the past cannot be held to standards now.
Wait. Oh, wait. I did not know we got to. I didn't know they came in 20-minute increments of things we're allowed to excuse ourselves away from. That is a game changer, Dan. That is huge.
I was young. I was naive. I was just in it for the shock value.
Sure. Do you? There's something that just is kind of I don't know, catching my eye in this conversation, and that is you no longer have a sling to the arm.
Yeah, but I kind of wish I did.
Yeah.
I might have to put it on later.
Really? Yeah.
It hurts
so it's
a lot.
now technically optional, but
Yeah.
gravity
I
is
haven't.
working
Yeah, I
its
haven't
magic.
weaned off it or anything. So.
Okay.
Right,
Did
my
you-
shoulder's like, fuck you.
Are you still using the little mousy roly mousy? Is it working?
Yeah.
Providing the thing words.
It allows me to kind of put my arm in whatever position I need it to be in to be comfortable at that moment.
Okay.
I've been sitting on the couch working instead of sitting in my office so that I could like lean on the arm of the couch and just kind of take the pressure off a little bit.
Are you? Is this when you're prescribed to have it off and you're just trying to build up to being used to it?
You have to, just like anything else, you have to kind of wean off of it because, my shoulder has spent about 5 weeks.
Oh wow!
Not supporting anything really.
5 weeks already.
Yeah.
I guess if my brain had done the math, like it's been 5 episodes, genius. Like so that's wow. All right.
So.
But you can lift. But how much
I'm allowed
liquid
2
was in that
pounds.
can that you were lifting? Okay, so that a can is fine. Although, what is that? I don't know how much 16 ounce fluid ounces weighs. Now I need to know how much that equates to in pounds. 2 pounds. What is
I
it?
thought a pound was 1 cup.
Wait, 16. Yeah, no fluid ounces. Not. But now I'm confused because
Because water is used in some form of measurement. Maybe
okay.
it's liter or like kilogram. I don't know.
Okay, so 12 ounces is then, wait, 16 ounces is a pound? But 16 ounces is a pound, but 16 fluid ounces to pounds is what I need to know. Well, 12, because this is a can of soda. So calculate. Okay, 0.7824 pounds is what one full can of drink should weigh, roughly.
Okay.
So it's almost a pound. It's not nothing. It's kind of heavy, honestly, if you think about it.
Yeah, and after using my arm all day, things are heavier. They get heavier.
It makes sense. That makes sense.
I made dinner because
one
Ari
beer.
had a migraine, and so I think what really got it tonight was the stirring motion.
Ooh, yeah. And you didn't decide to use your left arm.
I eventually had to, but I don't have the control with the left arm I do with the
that
right.
sucks.
And I was stirring in pasta, trying to get to fold in the cheeses and the
Sure.
meat into the noodles. It's just the whole thing.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So you can lift a little bit.
Yep.
Not much. Do you think you could even lift the limit right now? Probably not. Or do you think you
I
could,
mean,
but
I
it would hurt
can.
real
It depends on where I'm lifting it. I can't do. I have I think it was. He said about 30 degrees.
bad? Okay.
This is how high I can lift this arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I can lift it a little bit higher. Ooh, that got louder. I must have bumped the volume. I can lift it up a little higher if I push it up. It can do that. But this is kind of the limit where my arm's no more movement.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
And that's 90 degrees.
Oof.
There's no over the head. That just is not a thing.
No. That
At
won't
all.
be that's what PT is going to work you towards.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
Have you done any yet?
My starter appointment is on Monday
Okay.
because I just got the sling off on Monday.
I saw that Ari got her first vaccine. When do you get yours? When can you get yours?
Tomorrow.
Ooh. Do you have a schedule? You scheduled appointment?
I already scheduled it. Yep.
All right, good.
St. Luke's got a whole bunch in. It looks like they had a
Okay,
ton of
good.
appointments open. It's a week earlier, but I think 6 weeks is an estimate, and I'd rather get it done.
Yeah.
And then at that point, I'd be with a mask, comfortable enough to go back to work probably next week into the office. Mm-hmm. Because at the first shot, it takes a week or two to develop the immunization. Then the first shot has a 50% thing.
Okay.
And then the second shot is when you get up to 95%.
Right.
So I feel like at that point, knowing for one, they kicked all of the rest of the departments off our floor while I was gone.
Oh, okay.
So the second floor is all IT now.
Okay. That's good.
And we've all been cautious, and I know several of them have gotten their vaccine shots because Norco was considered a first responder, so we got it early on.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty confident that I'll be relatively safe.
Yeah.
Safe
That's
enough.
good. All right.
I'm done working from home. I know some people can do it, but I was talking to Ari about that because I'm like, there are some people out there in the world that are just work from home, no problem, no big deal, whatever. But I think the issue is that Ari and I are mostly introverts, so our office is where we get our social contact,
Sure.
right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's true. That makes sense.
We haven't really had a whole lot of socializing.
Right. Yeah. I think I could do it if I had to, and I probably will end up doing it because even when I get my vaccine, that's gonna be, which by the way is still proof. I am trying to help somebody who can get it for educators, but guess what? Still nothing's available. It's because this town's too big.
City,
Yep.
yeah.
Just too
Boise,
fucking
it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Ari got hers because it was one of those ones where someone didn't show up for the appointment, so it would have expired.
Right. Okay.
And so they're like, "Here you go."
That's amazing. That's pretty
because the library is right next door to an Albertsons with a pharmacy.
Oh.
And so her boss had been kind of becoming friends with the pharmacist there. So he was like, "Hey, let me know when you got anything that, right? Because they're considered essential, but they aren't eligible for freaking shots."
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it is, just because it's about to expire, you can't wrangle anybody. Fucking bring somebody in so it doesn't go bye-bye. That's good.
Exactly. So it's not
That's
wasted.
What's your drink sponsor right now, Dan? Did I see a ginger ale?
Yeah, drinking Canada Dry ginger ale. I'm still taking a lot of Tylenol and stuff, so
Okay, yeah.
alcohol's probably not a good idea.
No.
It's super
Is it-
thin to blood. And
Wait, is that diet ginger ale?
yeah.
Is it
Actually,
good?
it's
How is it?
It's not just diet. It's
Zero. Wait, they make Canada Dry zero sugar. How is
they
it?
also make A&W zero sugar.
How are they?
Tastes the same as diet.
Oh, okay.
Tastes exactly the same as diet. So if you can drink the diet, you can drink that.
Well-
and there's no sugar.
I like Coke Zero, and I've convinced myself it's different than Diet Coke. I just feel like they've gotten the technology better for no sugar shit. I feel like it's
I
doesn't taste
honestly
bad.
don't notice a difference in the flavor between that and the diets at all.
Okay. I will tell you, like Diet Coke, weirdly, this is a thing my dad has and I have. Diet Coke, not Coke Zero. Diet Coke gives us both heartburn. And I don't know.
I mean, there is a difference, obviously, in the chemistry of it.
I guess it's the aspartame. I'm assuming it's the aspartame.
So what's in this?
That's what I would. There might be some, but what is the xylitol? Is that what it is? I feel like,
It's aspartame in this.
It's aspartame too, huh? Because that's like, I don't know. Maybe it's
I think
just
they've moved away from xylitol because it's poisonous to animals.
Oh, is it really? Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
that can kill cats and dogs if they get it.
Oh my God.
I
That's
had
good to
for a
know.
while. We had before we got our CPAPs, and, when we were sleeping with our mouths open because we weren't breathing properly and very dry in our mouths.
Yeah.
We got like xylitol lozenges,
Okay.
and we thought Kiki got a hold of it, but she never actually ate one. But we thought
Okay.
it was like concentrated xylitol.
Oof.
We're
Okay.
like, okay, dog's dead.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it was stressor until we realized she didn't get any.
Wow. So wait, what's in that one again? Sorry.
It's just aspartame.
Yeah, that's what's in this too. How does it taste different? What the fuck? Have I just convinced myself
I
that
think
it does?
you've just.
But I
convinced
don't
yourself.
like Diet Coke, and I don't. It fucks up my
There might be
business.
some other ingredients that are different
There must be something
for
else.
the
that just,
for the flavoring. Maybe typical flavoring has a little bit of sugar in it.
My concern is, Dan, is my lizard brain just going, that's a cool looking can. That's going to taste real good for your body, baby.
Knowing you, possibly.
I mean, like, I'm fully aware that shit affects me, and I'm fine with it because I'm aware of it. And if it's not like it's a gun where that's a cool looking gun, I'll buy that. What's that?
Why don't they have these in the store?
What? Oh no.
It's sugar-free Oreos.
Are you kidding me? I want to at least try them.
What? I got
Sugar-free Oreos.
I found when I did search for it, showed up. I forgot I wanted to look for that, so I just thought, I'll take a look.
They can't taste terrible, right?
I'm getting used to the taste of sugar-free shit because I'm not allowed sugar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's see.
I mean, that's how I got used to being a vegetarian.
it?
It's the same thing. You just get used to the fucking flavors. Huh.
It shows up like on Instacart, but I don't see
Yeah.
it
I don't
on
want
Amazon
that
or
on
anything.
Instacart.
Like, did they stop making it?
That would really fucking suck.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of sugar-free, and I'm not making my own. No, stop giving me that recommendation. Okay,
All I get is that Instacart. Wait,
what
this?
the hell?
And that's a search.
Nabisco. Wait, I see some on Amazon, currently unavailable though. So who knows what that? I can have them email me.
Man.
I'm gonna let them email me since I have multiple people,
Oh, there
including
it is.
myself, who would want. Did you find them? Somewhere?
Found it. Well, I found what you found.
What I found. Okay. Okay. Signed up for alert. Look at me. Sorry guys, I use Amazon. I'm not proud of it. I hate it. In fact. Well, that's amazing.
Well, if they had sugar-free Oreos at Albertsons, I would buy them there.
Yeah. Right. Holy shit! Sugar-free Oreos.
If you
I
don't,
just-
if you don't get those back,
Mhm.
I swear to gosh.
Right. You're
'Cause
gonna.
I'm sorry. Like I found like sugar-free Oreo copycat recipes. They don't
Sure.
look anything like Oreos. I guarantee
No.
the texture's not the same as
No,
Oreos.
that's half of the fucking
part of it
point.
is the texture is a very particular texture.
Yep. That even like. Did you know though that the supposedly the Hydrox are the original,
Yeah.
which is
Oreos are the copycat.
and Hydrox are whatever. They're fine. They're fine. I'm not gonna pick because it's poor food and I've had it's not food poor snacks. I've had needed to buy poor snacks myself. I get it. I just
Yeah,
don't.
I mean that's basically all I ate as a kid was Hydrox cookies. We didn't eat
Sure.
fucking Oreos.
Yeah, like, and my parents just wouldn't let us. I don't know when they gave up, by the way. There was some point where they're like, ugh, they wouldn't get a sugary cereal, but I remember in my teens.
Oh, I can get gluten-free though.
saw
Fuck you,
that.
Nabisco.
There's just, there are good gluten-free recipes, but do you know what? They take so much effort. Like it's Herculean. You have to do it yourself to make it work and make it worth it. It's just like, this is so much. Every time I'm subscribed to this guy on YouTube who makes exclusively vegan and vegetarian fake meat, almost exclusively. And it all looks delicious, but it can't all taste as good as he says everything does. And also, it's so much work and also so expensive. Oh, I mentioned him a couple weeks because I told you about the lion's mane mushroom, and you looked it up and you're like, this is a weird looking mushroom, which it is. But that's it's so much effort for so little payoff. And also, you've seen my kitchen. It's the smallest kitchen.
Yeah, it's not really great for
Yeah.
any level of significant cooking.
No, it's really not. It's terrible. It's terrible. And then the dishes pile up quicker than they do even in most kitchens. And that's partially because I'm lazy and we don't have a dishwasher. Dan, is there anything else, first of all, before I bring this up, anything else in personal Dan world that we should know about? Because I want to make sure we catch up. And I don't want to.
No, I don't think so. I think that's about it.
Okay. I was just going to be like, yeah, well, I don't think I have anything. I don't think anything. Oh no, that's not true. I finished my book. I finished the Professional Blur book, which is my memoir.
Very
And
nice.
I'm pitching it around because there are a couple places who are like, yeah, we'll read. You know, their instructions. Usually, it's like send us the first few chapters, but some places are exclusively like send us the full book. Don't send us anything unless you got the full book. And I'm like, and I did get some advice through a writer friend. A friend of his was like, yeah, when I sold my memoir, I had the whole book ready to go. And I'm like, you know, that's fair. And honestly, I should test myself to see if I can actually finish this book and make it readable.
That's true.
It's just, and so
I
that's
feel like,
why,
especially as a novice writer, right, they need to know that you can finish
Sure.
a book.
yeah,
right?
the hard part is like, yeah, I've written a ton, two other books, but no, I'm not repped. And so they're going to want, well, why is he not represented? So you want to make sure your book is, have a complete book. Does it tell a full story? Which I think it finally does. And that's why I threw out 100,000 plus words of it and then rewrote the whole thing. And then yesterday I spent all of last night going through and being like, wait a minute. I look at the last chapter that I just read. I'm like, do I really write that many parentheticals? Do I write that many? And I then spent hours going through the whole book and like, yep, too many parentheticals. So I just either totally cut them out, changed them into a different sentence, did all this, and then I'm like, okay, I think I've nitpicked it enough. I think. We'll see. So I've done that. So that's the thing that has happened to me. What was? I feel like there's one other thing. I will tell you this. This is Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour related, and I think it is possibly, if not a scam, it is just a thing to get us to get a service. But we got an email that says, Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour, the podcast, is ranking very well in Uganda. Now, this was a few months ago.
Oh, please be honest about
I
that.
hope that is true. Now, they want me to go to podstatus.com. I just gave them a free ad. Well, whatever. I don't know how he would know that. It says position 36 in the category comedy, Uganda. Now, if that is true, fucking great. Welcome, Uganda, to the Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour podcast.
For sure.
I know nothing about Uganda, but I will learn everything about Uganda. If we become Uganda's top comedy podcast, I will be fine with that. I just want to be somebody's top comedy. I want to be somebody's number one, baby. And
yeah,
Uganda,
baby, let us be your number one,
come on,
baby.
Uganda. Come on, girl.
Come on, baby.
/ boy. I don't want to be sexist about it. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Dan and Jay are willing to get under the sheets with Uganda, comedy-wise.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Carlos at that website that I already mentioned and gave a free ad to, he wants us to know that and wants me to sign up. It does not have a pitch in it. It's just like, oh, this data is provided by my website. Happy podcasting. And my co-host of that other podcast, Rarefied Air, also got the same thing, but not for Uganda, a totally different place. And I'm like, what does this mean? So I hope so. I do hope very much that Uganda listens. If they do, email us.
You know what? Save that email and just turn that into a blurb on the main page.
I should. Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour, the podcast, is ranking very well in Uganda. That should be just plastered.
That should be
on.
it should be big banner.
Somebody else told me. That's my proof. Why are you asking me this, Judge?
Yeah.
What is this, a sex trial? No, thank you. I hope that's the case. And if it is, I'll learn more about Uganda to adapt our humor. Like, we can do jokes about local Ugandan politics.
Yeah. You want, give us a call or send us an email.
It's since like you can send it through the internet. Now 208-557-DJCH 3524 is what that translates to. You can do that. Or Dan at danandjay.com or Jay at danandjay.com. I don't know if we have a universal one. We probably do. It's probably Dan. No, I don't want to say because I don't know if it's the right one. But email both of us at the same time.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you, especially if you live in Kampala, the capital and largest city of Uganda.
Absolutely.
Oh, they're not going to like this episode. They're 84.4% Christian.
I feel like if that was actually a problem, they would not have liked us before. So
Sure.
I'm not gonna
Sure.
worry too much about that.
That's probably
at the
true.
moment.
I'm looking. This is interesting. Yeah, you know, there's a lot to look up. They became independent in the 60s. They got their new constitution in 1995.
I can tell you that in Burkina Faso, they got their independence in 1974.
Okay, I was wondering when.
I'm sorry,
Burkina
I did not do a report on Uganda. I did a report on Burkina Faso. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I say it's fine. They might have a problem with it. If you want us to do a country report on Uganda, please let us know.
I'll do it. I'll do it. It's been a hot minute since I've done a country report.
Will you bake a delicacy, a Ugandan delicacy? Or
Yes.
not bake, make. But
Whatever
bake,
it is, yeah.
They were usually baked goods because people are like, yes, yummy in my tummy, something baked.
I made a pumpkin thing.
Oh,
Like
that's
a
right.
paste kind of thing.
And I did the UK, and I picked shortbread was in a tin. It
Yep.
was the cheapest thing. I just hated it. I don't care. I want to feel special. You guys know I lived in England, right? Like that was my whole life up until a certain year.
Yes,
like that
I
was
remember.
basically.
We had many conversations about how I'm actually I'm a citizen of both the United States and the UK, right?
I had to. I needed to feel special. Boy, oh boy. Good times. Yeah.
Ooh,
Good.
non-GMO sandwich cookies. Very nice.
That's all you've been doing is looking up alternative.
I'm just doing a search for sugar-free sandwich cookies just to see what's out there.
I mean,
Not much, unfortunately.
is there sugar-free Hydrox?
No.
Okay.
I mean, there used to be. There isn't anymore.
There's not any more even Hydrox? Hydrox, why you gotta drop the ball like that, son? Come on. That's not fair. That's not good. Well, yeah, so Uganda, nothing super. Is there something? I feel like there. Yeah. I'm going to keep making this noise. Oh, no, I can't. I can tell you about that off camera. I can't tell you about that.
Keebler. There's this Keebler sugar-free chocolate sandwich cookie.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Oh,
Keebler
it's a pack of 120. Okay, I thought that was a small pack. Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
It's like it's not a single pack.
Okay.
It is a case of Keebler
Yeah.
sugar-free chocolate sandwich cookies.
Yeah.
There's no price.
That is
Available
about
from,
that.
let's see, let's look at these sellers. $72 for 120 sugar-free chocolate sandwich cookies from Keebler.
Oh, damn. Boy. I love you, Dan, but I don't think I can get.
Here's my challenge: is that I could buy that.
Sure.
I mean, it would last me a long time. But what if I don't like them?
What if you hate?
And I bought 120.
And then you gotta do the
nasty
math. You're
ass-
like, how much? Okay, $75 worth of like Oreos would last me this long. Will this last me like a year? Like this? Like what's reasonable to spend $75 on a snack for? I'm not the person to ask because every once in a while my Prime Now orders are almost exclusively snacks. But it's
And I don't have a problem with ordering snacks. The challenge
Sure.
is that I just don't know if these are good.
Yeah, they could suck absolute butt. Oh, you know what?
They're not Oreo, I'll tell you that
Wait,
much.
but do you? Okay, question. So what are they? These are Keebler sandwich cookie. What are they called, Dan? Because I feel like are they Murray?
They're Murray, yeah.
Murray. Let's look at this. Murray sugar free. Do they have them on? I'll bet they don't. I'm looking on Prime. I don't want to advertise whatever. Prime Now. Because I have Prime Now. Do they have them on there? They don't. What do they have? Murray sugar free vanilla wafers. Boy, that's a challenge. You better really do those well. Otherwise, fuck you.
Great cookies. I have diabetes and look for sugar-free products. These are absolutely delicious.
Now, you know they make zero sugar.
Flavor is okay,
Ooh.
not very thick, way too thin, not much filling in the middle. Cookie is
Okay.
very hard, but it is actually a cookie solution for someone who's diabetic.
You do know
This
they
is a-
make sugar-free Reese's peanut butter cups, right?
No, what?
Oh yeah, I forgot to. I guess I never told you that because I had to get them from my dad when he was diabetic. Yeah.
That's a fucking game. That's a game changer, my friend.
Now they're very expensive again on Amazon, but if you have Prime, you have Prime Now or Fresh. If you want to do an order,
A pack of 12 3-ounce
you can get
bags
them very cheaply if you use Prime Now.
is $30.
I will tell you this: you can get from $2.35 for a bag of probably 3 of them, but whatever. I don't know how many are in there. They're also aspartame free, Dan. So I don't know what they have in them. What are the ingredients, Dan? Let's look. We got maltitol, whatever maltitol is, peanuts, cocoa butter.
Maltitol might be the sweetener because xylitol.
Yeah, right.
And usually the
Probably.
ending implies what kind of
Sure.
chemical it is.
So I guess look and see if that's okay for animals, since it's already chocolate too. Well, not okay for animals, but is it as deadly as?
Here you go, Fievel.
Here you go, pupper.
How do you spell it?
That's a very good question. That is, let's look again. That is MALIT. Oh, maltitol. MALTITOL.
Is a sugar alcohol used as a sugar substitute. Mm-hmm. The sweetness of
I mean, there's no doubt
it
it's
has
bad
about
for
90%
animals.
of the sweetness of sucrose and nearly identical properties except for browning. So it's a sugar that turns brown, which is why it's not normally used. But it's just another sugar type thing.
Well,
The
it's
saccharides, hydrogen maltose obtained from starch, blah blah blah. It has a laxative effect. Good to know. So don't eat more than 90 grams of it a day.
yeah. I mean, that is
This effect was the subject of Netflix mockumentary American Vandal Season 2.
what?
What? In case you were wondering.
Okay.
Apparently, the diarrhea from these sugar alcohols is the entire
Wow.
concept of...
Wow. Do they still make chips with Olestra? I bet they've rebranded it, right? Olestra's been renamed something, because I'll bet they still make it. Ooh, right. They changed it to Olean at one point. A fat substitute. Do they make anything with Olean in it still?
Maltitol and erythritol is not poisonous to dogs.
Oh, yeah. That's another one that's in a lot of these things. Also
Yeah.
in sodas, I think. It might be what's in the...
There's sorbitol,
SodaStream.
maltitol, and erythritol
Mm-hmm.
are... None of those are poisonous to dogs.
All right. Well, that's something. Obviously, chocolate is, but at least not extra
Yeah, but it's
poison.
not real fucking chocolate either. Those things are
Oh, God, yeah,
milk
what's-
chocolate with like maybe 0.1% chocolate content.
Well, I want to know what you think, because I know my dad has sworn by them. Like when he couldn't eat sugar, which actually he might still not eat that much sugar. So he's loved those before. And I know big time also sugar-free root beer barrels are a good option as well. Oh my God!
There's a way
Still-
to like add to a list, right? Yeah. Create list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call. You're gonna hate this. Hey, come back.
What are you?
Add to list. Create list.
Uh-huh.
Let's delete the content of the words here.
Sure. Can't wait.
Sugar free nummies.
Yeah, you were right. But you don't like it either. You
I
just don't
hate
hate
it.
it. You just okay. You
I
do
know I
hate
hate it, but I did it to hurt you.
Okay.
And that's all that's important.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Can I show you something? Here's something fun and weird. This record. How much do you think this record costs on Discogs right now?
What is it?
It is a 45 by a band called The Ferris Wheel with one R.
Okay.
This song was written by Phil Spector and some other famous people, so this is a cover.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a cover. Woman is the other song. The first song is entitled The Best Part of Breaking Up is Making Up. It's from 67 or 8, I want to say. This is a label in Saginaw, Michigan called Magenta Records. They released 2 records that I can find on Discogs. The other one is by a band called... I always forget. It's a Popcorn something, but it is one of Meatloaf's first bands. And that one does not sell for as much as this one, at least so far that I've seen. This is not a famous band.
So I'm also gonna put it out there that I literally have no basis.
Yeah,
Like,
neither did
I have no knowledge of anything on Discogs. I've never been to Discogs.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even know what like going price of Pink Floyd's The Wall first edition is. Or
It would be
anything.
something reasonable. It's thrift store prices usually.
Okay.
Because they have
So
used
that-
ones for $1.
$10.
Keep going.
$25.
Keep going.
$75.
Keep going.
$125.
This is a 45. Keep going.
$225.
Down a little.
$200.
Yeah. Yeah. When I told my my uncle Dick, who's not my Uncle Dick, but my uncle-in-law Dick, he worked with this band, and he's like, yeah, I had one single that I worked on at all, and it was this one. And I looked it up, and I've always had like a little reminder sitting there, and I checked it out in the middle of this interview I was doing with Meatloaf's daughter, and I'm like, wait, they released 2 records, and one other one was Uncle Dick's record. And when I told him it was $200, he's like, that's more than they ever got paid for a single gig. That's insane. And he looked, and he found 4 of these, and he sent me one. So now I have one, which makes it worth they're now worth less, but because one more person has them. But yeah, I don't know why.
But but that's probably like hardly ever been played, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
probably
it's
much higher quality than the $200 one on Discogs.
Yeah, probably. It's in okay shape. There's, it's got its bits and pieces, but it plays fine. It played through on both sides. I went on Twitch. It's the first thing I ever did on Twitch was like, hey, here, let's listen to a $200 record because it's
who's gonna hunt you down for the copyright?
right. And I don't think there's anybody super famous involved. People who were like definitely critical to the music industry at the time. Again, I know nothing about music history, but according to what he tells me, and I'm like, oh, well, that's super, super cool. So I guess I don't know. Could just be sheer rarity or the chutzpah of one seller on Discogs. He's like, $200. What are you going to do? Like one of those Beanie Baby sellers.
Yeah, that's like, because people will go on eBay and say, oh, look, this thing I'm selling. People are selling it for like $200.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, but has anyone
ever
sold it for $200?
It's always my next option.
Whenever I go to look to sell something, I always look for closed, completed sales.
Yep.
Because that's legit what people are willing to pay for something.
Yeah, and then you have to go on the low end of the median for that, and then you're like, that's probably what I can actually expect. Probably. Because, So,
unless you really don't want to get rid of it and you're just trying to make money, then you could put it in the higher end of median.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if it sells, you're like, okay, well, at least I got a decent amount of money. If it doesn't, you're like, I get to keep it.
Yeah. Exactly. So we got this $200 45 that I played and danced to. They watched me while the record played, and nobody watched. One person watched. One person watched me twitch. I don't know why. That sounded filthy. That sounded filthier than I meant it to.
It really did.
Dan, what do you want to promote this week? Shit,
Well,
my drink sponsor is PBR. I never said it.
Oh, no. I guess, as always, check out Of Dice and Dens.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping I'd be editing this weekend. My shoulder doesn't think it's going to do that.
No.
But there's still lots of back catalog to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So odndpodcast.com. And luckily I can play Phasmophobia with this little trackball
Oh, you can? Okay.
controller. I've been doing that. So when we feel like it, which has been almost every night, I'm streaming us playing Phasmophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Several folks from the OD&D gang.
That's awesome.
And that's at twitch.tv/dgomiller.
So the other day I was thinking, like, I should hop on, but then I'm like, well, I want to start putting stuff on my Twitch, but Dan's already going to have this exact thing on Twitch. I'm like, I can't come up with additional. I still wanted to hop on. I didn't get to hop on, but I'm like, what could be, what do I do? Do I do running commentary on the game separate? Like I mute myself on my own Twitch or on, back and forth? I just double Twitch it.
Well, you can also, you can do, here's a little bit of a secret for any of you Twitchers who don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have any current content, but you want something on your Twitch channel, you can actually, in mod mode, you can go to /host and type another channel's name, and you will host that other channel.
Oh, I see.
So if they go to your Twitch, you'll be live and basically syndicating someone else's current Twitch stream.
Interesting. That's
so I've done that. Like, was it when they did the Thought Cancer Roll Dice charity stream? I hosted that on my Twitch, and it's a way to get a bigger audience because maybe you've got people watching that don't know who the hell I am or whatever.
Sure.
And so it helps bring that into that crowd.
My other option is just put your thing up and put my face over it, and like I'm down here in the corner being like, "Hey, what's up, guys? It's me.
What's up, guys? It's Jason.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun." I'm basically doing Daisy. I'm basically doing kind of Cartman voice, but also the voice we do for Daisy. That's basically what Daisy's voice is. We want to have Daisy on the podcast at some point because she's got a very specific voice. She's got a lot of opinions. So maybe at one point we'll have a cat as a guest.
We'll have to.
I also just okay. Well, I will. Are you done promoting? I don't want to interrupt.
I think so.
Okay. Wait. Go to stolendress.com. That's where all of our podcasts are, and all of mine. A few weeks, you're going to hear episode 801, which is me with a host discussing having done 800 podcasts. It may or may not be basically an alternate universe version of me. That's basically what we do every time. It's a little weird, but every time
Welcome
I do
to the
100 episodes,
DJCHCU.
it's basically what it is. Yeah, it's very much in that vein.
This is like Doctor Strange's, multiverse of mystery or whatever they're calling that movie.
Yeah.
Mayhem, Multiverse of Mayhem.
I
And we
established-
did the Multiverse of Mayhem long before the
We
MCU did
really
it.
did.
Not before the comics, so they've been doing that for way
Sure,
too
sure.
long. But
I established today that the multiverse was created because Thor drank the red liquid. That's what I've decided is going to have from the.
dude, I saw some behind the scenes pictures from the new Thor movie being filmed, and Natalie Portman is jacked.
Really?
Yeah, huh?
Oh my god,
She's
weird.
got muscles.
That's really funny and strange.
Yeah.
And he's bigger because he's playing Hulk Hogan in a movie about Hulk Hogan, so he's bigger than he has been before. So wonder how they're going to justify that. I will. Yeah.
Probably overcompensating for Fat Thor.
Yeah, maybe. I also, I should also promote, Jesus. Thank you for coming on, Jesus.
Yeah, thank you, Jesus.
And check out his book, Sex Trial. And for no other reason, go to jeremyguskin.com or twitter.com/Jeremy Guskin, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Dan, do you have anything you want to leave the people with?
It sucks to get your arm cut open. Just straight up.
It does.
Sucks.
And I'm just going to say, wait. I can't say it until I know it. Hold on 1 second. I just want to tell everybody what my favorite...
I want to say, I'm sorry you can't wank it to Lola Bunny anymore.
There you go. I can't find the name of their... Oh, wait, here we go. I just want to say my favorite song of all time is Oh Uganda, Land of Beauty. That's all I
There it
wanted to
is.
say.
That's good to know.
Delightful. Okay. Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour, the podcast, is part of the Stolen Dress Podcast Network. The show is hosted by Dan Gomiller and Jason Klom. The Dan and Jay's Community Service theme song was composed and performed by Brian Magic Hands Madison. The Silver Jubilee theme song was composed and performed by Nick Robes, with lyrics by Jason Klom. Have questions? Call and leave us a voicemail at 208-557-DJCH. That's 208-557-3524. You can also send snail mail to Stolen Dress Entertainment, P.O. Box 805, Burbank, California, 91503. Subscribe to Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever else you can find us. Give us a 5-star rating and write us a review. It helps. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter at DJC Hour and Instagram at Dan and Jay Comedy. Or find everything in one place at danandjay.com. Visit stolendress.com to listen to our other podcasts, watch videos, and imbibe freely of our multimedia content going back 15 plus years.
Goodbye, Dan and Jay's Comedy Hour.
Stolen Dress Entertainment.
Hey, it's my turn. Ah!